Órale, Cholo Trucker, los tres chingones boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas, man. Dispensa, I'm gonna be eating just a little bit here, running a little bit late. But listen, this weekend, this is what boxing fans live for. For weekends like this, it is boxing mania this weekend, man. And I can't wait to get into it. We don't got any time to waste, so let's go ahead and bring in our gran chingon, el mero mero one, Mr. David Contreras.
Hey Cholo, what's going on? It's right now I'm hearing you talk. I'm reading Dave Martinez says happy anniversary for his podcast or his
Website.
company.
Hmm.
Just job, man. I'll tell you, I'm reading it. The junior middleweight division. He explains it. That today's your anniversary. Man, what a wealth of information the historian Dave Martinez has. Let's get into boxing. Congratulations, David.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I had a conversation with them earlier this week. We talked for about an hour. We could talk all day. But let's go
Oh,
ahead and bring in the boxing scientist from Mikey TV 365, one Mr. Mike Zavala.
Gentlemen, what's going on? Ready?
what's going on, Mikey?
Vámonos.
Let's see the big arms today, brother. There you go. Watch out. Oh
Hey,
wow,
hey,
Mikey.
hey, yeah. You
Look
know,
at
hey,
that. Showing it.
hey, no, serio, all jokes aside, man, he's got a little size on him, man. Yeah,
He does.
Yeah,
yeah.
I hit the gym. I hit the gym. I'm boxeo. I hit the gym and I hit the bag. Yeah,
Okay,
that's my
okay.
lifestyle. I'm trying to be like Cholo Trucker. Might get a YouTube fight. You don't know.
That's right.
You know
Yeah.
something might be in the works, man. Something might be in the works when we're talking about that. I don't want to talk about it too soon. I want to make sure everything is good and set and ready to rock and roll. But something might be in the works, man. I might be stepping back into the ring.
Hey, well, can we put
Oh,
Mikey against Mark Salinas from Pendejadas and Putazos? Can you make
Okay,
that happen?
it's gotta be. I gotta be like Jake Paul. It's gotta be someone I can beat. Is Mike
Mike,
Salinas good? Or what's his name?
dude,
Paul?
you and Mikey Salinas, Mark Salinas, that'd be a good
Oh,
fight.
Mark.
You're about the same size too.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, where's he at? But you
I
know
gotta
what?
get.
More. Go for it, Mikey.
No, I gotta get someone that's out. That's coming off of the drugs, like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Jake Paul. I gotta get the
Well,
advantage.
we got to get you a bottle testing. Gordo Gordito just said that.
Shouts to Tony Boswell,
What's
Anthony
up?
Bravo, Gordo Gordito. So yeah, something might be in the works. We'll talk about it. Hopefully in September. That's when it's looking it's gonna happen. But I don't want to speak too soon and get anybody's hopes up. But yeah, I might be getting back into the ring. Real quick, Wes, we're talking about boxing historian David Martinez. There is a boxing event. Actually, I got it from his article. That's why I talked to him. He will not be there, but I will be there. If you guys are in the Southern California area, in Azusa, California, tomorrow, Saturday, the 19th, from heck, I was just looking at it. How did I lose my place here? From 10 a.m. From 10 a.m. and it doesn't give a closing time, but from 10 a.m. in Azusa Memorial Park, 320 North Orange Avenue in Azusa. It is Paul Banky, former champion Paul Banky. It's a seventh annual box fam. You go there, they have music, entertainment, food, fun for all, man. Take your family. It's barbecue, all this good stuff. It's the first time I'm gonna be there. David Martinez goes all the time. He went there last year. He said it was a lot of fun. They got a lot of bands, a lot of boxing. Little Red Lopez, he always goes there. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some equipment and see if I can chop it up with some of these old school guys, man. But shout outs to David Martinez, man.
Yeah.
Great man right there. Great gentleman. And hopefully we get him back on one day. So, gentlemen, all right, we got a lot to get into. Let's go ahead and let's get into the fights that happened over the weekend. First of all, I want to go ahead and get you guys' thoughts on David Morrell and his fight. I thought he lost. I don't know any. We don't know much about the other Russian guy, Mikey. I think you picked the other guy, but David,
Yeah.
Did you watch David Morrell with his funny hair? Now he wants to frost the top of his head. Do you think he won that fight?
No, I think he lost that fight. I think they
Okay.
gave him a gift. I think he lost that fight.
Okay. All right. By a lot, or do you think it was a
No,
close one?
just a one round. One round. I know,
Including the knockdown, including the 10-8
yes,
round.
including the knockdown. Yeah, I had it. I had it 7-5 in charge on the Russian, uh, including the knockdown. Yes,
Okay. Okay.
I was
Mikey.
surprised when I heard and I saw the cards. I was surprised.
Okay. Mikey, your thoughts on that fight and the what the judges came out with?
Yeah, no, David Morrell lost that fight. Yeah, he did at the end, the last rounds. He did win some rounds in the second half of the fight, but yeah, he lost that fight. He got hurt a couple of times. Uh, but it's just two guys that are don't have the most experience, right? They only have like 10 fights, so the Russian did gas out a little bit because his lack of experience. That's what I've seen. But David Morrell lost, and but it was a good fight for both guys, and both of the guys are at 175. You know, they're improving, and their names at 175. But yeah, he lost. The Russian beat him, and I called it.
Yeah,
But of course,
I I broke down the fight earlier this week, and I thought I remember hearing that you actually picked that Russian. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the thing in boxing is you can win in a loss simply on do people want to see you again. I want to see this Russian again.
yeah.
I do. I want to see this Russian again. Let's see if we see him again. I don't think he fights Morale. I don't think Morale wants that fight. I think I think they're done with that fight, man. Unless there's money behind it, but there's really no money behind him. So, uh, Buello versus Matias. Good back and forth fight, David. What's your thoughts on that one?
I had Puello winning. I had
Okay,
Puello winning that fight. I was really surprised when the cards came out. Once again, I had him actually winning 8-4. 8-4. I had him winning 8-4. And when the cards came out, I was very surprised. It was a good fight, very good fight, but I had him winning. But
okay,
I could see the judges giving it to Matias because he was aggressive, but yet look at the cards, and we're going to talk about it right now on Camaron. I wish those judges would have been judging that fight, and those other three idiots would have been
Exactly.
judging the Puello fight.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Mikey, I mean, it was a close one. It was a good competitive fight, man. But how did you break this one down?
Yeah, I said Braille was gonna win. I mean, Braille was circling him. He Matias couldn't cut the ring off. And you look at Matias's face; he was getting hit. He was getting hit, moved, and Braille was moving. I mean, I seen the most effective punches were by the Dominican. Close fight, but like I said, man, I think I went for the Dominican Braille, and they gave it to Matias. And I think I believe the judges were wrong once again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, without a doubt. Yeah,
I thought Spencer. I'm over here finishing my food, but I thought after seeing the Russian and Morel, I didn't think it was that egregious in what happened with Puello and Matias because Puello gassed out, man. Matias was on him. It was a good fight. I enjoyed the heck out of that fight. That was a badass fight. Loved it. I didn't think that the Russian and Morel was gonna be the best fight. I thought it was, but um, I wasn't that upset that they gave it to Matias. But I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. If I had to give it to somebody, I'd probably go with Puello. but I wasn't really that upset. It didn't really sway me one way or the other. I'd like to see a rematch, honestly. I mean, it was
Yeah.
Puello who was the undefeated champion going up against Matias. I think they got to run it back, you know, David?
I think so. They should run it back. Hey, but you know what? Going back, just if we just go back for a quick second to Morel, Morel needs to go to 168. He could make that weight. He wasn't having problems making the weight. You know what? He is over punch. He doesn't have the power at 175. If he goes to 168, as soon as Canelo leaves, he will be the champion without a doubt. He needs to go down to 168. Hopefully, somebody from his camp is watching it, watching, because you know what? This Russian, and I agree with Anthony, he was robbed. The Russian was robbed, but they could only protect Morale so much at 175. Go to 168, he will be a champion. They don't have to protect him anymore. He'll win at 168.
Yeah.
Mikey, does David have a good point? Outside of Canelo, if Morel goes down there, can he be the guy at 168?
I mean, yeah, he can compete, but there's a Shiraz is there now. There's some good names at 60. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. So, but Dave, just let me just counter that a little bit. I mean, Morel only has 10, 11 fights, so maybe he needs a little bit more experience, and we could see something. I mean, you know what I mean? Give maybe because he only has 10 fights. He's still inexperienced. Like I said, in the Russian also only had 10 fights. He gassed out, and they're both clumsy. And Morel was shaking his legs, and boom, he got caught. I'm like, dude, dumbass! Put your hands up! Stop messing around! Stop being cute! So both fighters, like I said, Morel, he doesn't have experience, so he needs more experience at either 68 and 75. He only has 11 fights.
You know what, Mikey? I don't think he has the power at 175 to hit the 170. He was knocking everybody out. Remember
Oh
that
yeah,
one fight that he
oh
fought
yeah,
that Russian and he actually put him in a coma like for a month? I mean, he has the power at 168. He has not been able to carry it at 175. Boxing wise, he's good, but he doesn't
yeah,
have the power. Go down to 168. He has the power. We saw it at 168. Hopefully, like I
yeah.
said, somebody's watching it. Give him that. You're absolutely right, JC. He's pillow fisted at 175.
And
Okay.
just real quick, gentlemen, just real quick, the Preo fight. In order to beat, there's a saying in boxing. In order to beat, you got to beat the champion to win. You didn't
Yes.
beat the champion convincingly, and I'm talking about Matias. Preo was a champion, so you got to beat him convincingly to win the fight. He didn't beat him convincingly, so that's the argument that I have. And I could have been 4-0, but I got robbed, man.
That's the nature boy right there. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. So I kind of get what you're saying. It was a good fight, and we're kind of shotgunning through these first two fights, man, because we want to spend time a little bit more. Let's get to the co-main event. Mikey, I know you got a lot to say on this one, man. I can't wait to hear this. Okay, Camarosa Peta goes in there against Shakur Stevenson in probably, I would say, Chingones, the most exciting Shakur Stevenson fight ever. I have never been more, and the fight itself was good. It's not the best fight I've ever seen, but for a Shakur Stevenson fight, that was the best, most entertaining fight Shakur Stevenson I've ever seen. That's not to say that's going to be fight of the year. No, it's just the most exciting for Shakur. I'll give, I want to go to Mikey, man, but let's save Mikey for last, man. I know he's like a caged animal smelling blood right now. David,
Nah,
what did you see? I had no problem. I thought Shakur won. Hands down, I thought Shakur won this fight. David, how did you see this?
I had problems with the judges. One judge
yeah,
Okay.
gave one judge gave Camarón 2 rounds. The other judge gave Camarón, the two judges gave him 2 rounds, and then one gave him 3 rounds. Come on, what fight were they watching? You know what? I wish that the Puello and Matiz fight, those judges would have been watching this other fight, because who was the aggressor? And you know what? Once again, and I agree with you, Cholo, and I know Mikey's probably going to jump in also. You know what? This is the best that I've seen Shakur. And you know what? If he continues like this, he will be a great champion, and people are going to pay to watch him if he continues like this. The other fight that I saw him fight similar to this was when he fought Oscar Valdez at 130. But 135, dude, he's been running. ¿Sabes qué? Tiene huevos, number one. And you know what? He moved well, good defense. Camarón just did not have. He had the punchy power, but like JC says, you know what? He was pillow fisted. He was not hurting him. You know what I mean? Only one time in the third round. But I like Shakur. Shakur looked very good. I'm impressed.
Yeah, yeah. So am I. Mikey, Victor, you said something on the text messages, man, and I was just kind of like, man, I don't know about Mikey Holmes. I don't know about my. I'm like in Goodfellas now. I don't know about this guy, man. You gotta keep an eye on. I don't, Mikey. I thought it was pretty easy that Shakur won the fight. Maybe the judges were off, absolutely, but
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
see how Cameron wins this fight. What's your thoughts, Mikey?
First of all, Cameron was fighting Shakur Stevenson, the announcers, and the three judges. It's like they kept
Yeah,
showing the
look,
same replays
yeah,
of Shakur, and you got to watch the fight without sound because
yeah.
everything was Shakur Stevenson. Oh, Floyd Mayweather, this is the. Come on, man. He was getting hit to the body. The reason he stood out to fight and fight because Cameron had him in the ropes. Cameron had him in the ropes, and he even hurt him in what the fifth round, something like that. He hurt him. And they say, and Shakur was like, "Oh no, I was off balance." Yeah, after you got punched, but uh, 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 Cameron was going to the body, shooting shots after shot after shot, and then when Shakur landed one or two shots, oh my God, this is incredible. 2 rounds, they gave him 2 rounds. Come on, man. Shakur, all right, 5-7 Shakur.
Look,
If you think Shakur won, but come on, man, 2 rounds? That's ridiculous. Um, and Shakur doesn't have the pop to keep guys off of him, as you can see. He never hurt Cameron. Farmer hurt Cameron. Cameron was on him. Cameron fought his fight. That's how we wanted Cameron, expected Cameron to fight. And he had Shakur on the ropes all night, and he got hit.
Uh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, all right. So, do you think Cameron won the fight, though, Mikey?
no,
Say that again,
Do you think Cameron won the fight?
man. Shakur by like I said by 2 rounds.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Look,
But the
okay,
truth, like I don't know, dude. Like Shakur didn't land combination after combination. I don't get it. He was landing
okay.
one or two shots per round.
Not per round.
Oh, no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
no.
Look.
Yeah,
I would say this,
No one
Mikey.
has ever
Okay,
landed on Shakur like this. No one has ever landed on Shakur like Cameron did.
and
no.
you may be right, but okay, because the fighter's on the ropes, it doesn't mean he's losing the fight. Mayweather Jr. fought on the ropes a lot. It doesn't mean that you're losing the fight. The aggressor, yeah, you can score on who is, the aggressor in the fight, but that doesn't mean that they get the round. Yes, he did catch Shakur either off balance or he did hurt him. He gets that round. That's fine. Give him that round, but
Hmm.
that doesn't give him the fight. I'm with you. I don't think Shakur ever hurt Camaron. Camaron never looked like he was hurt or dazed or anything of that sort. But Shakur did land the more cleaner punches, especially towards the end of the fight. I thought it was a pretty clean sweep for like the last 4 or 5 rounds, maybe like 4 rounds. Clean sweep for Shakur, man. Camaron was throwing a lot of punches, and that's what he does. And he kept moving forward. But just because a fighter's going back and he gets up against the ropes doesn't necessarily mean that he's losing the fight. He's trying to counter Camaron, and he's up against the ropes. And a lot of those body shots, some landed, but a lot of them were hitting elbows and shoulders and gloves. And
And he
Shakur
got hit
would
to the
land a good
face
one.
too. Shakur, if you look at Shakur's face after the fight, he was hit. He was bruised up. He got hit. No one, like I said, no one has landed on Shakur like that. Yeah, just because you're not on the ropes doesn't mean you're losing the fight. But if you really think about Shakur, he's never in the ropes. So you're saying that this time he showed balls and that he tried to fight. That's what you're trying to say, Ed? That he did
What I'm saying,
on
what
purpose.
I'm saying,
He went to the ropes.
no, no, no. Well, on purpose against Camaron, yes, I would think so because there was no way else for him.
It was the
One
body
thing that
shots, Ed. It was a
Hey,
body
hey,
shots that
hey,
took those legs.
Ed, let me read the
Yeah,
comp. I got the according to CompuBox. I got them. Let me read them real quick. According to CompuBox, Stevenson landed 295 of 565 punches. 50% of anything over 50% is considered very high. And Cepeda landed 272 of the 979. 28% of the punches he shot, he hit. Both fighters were hit with a career high amount of shots. And you know what? And I agree with Gordo Gordito. You know what? Camaron was punching air a lot. It looked good,
Yeah.
but he was punching air. You know what? The movement that Shakur had when even when he had him on the ropes, just the movement at all. I mean, he was punching air a lot of those fights. But it was a career high for both of them, hitting or getting hit. You're right,
yeah,
Marky. Mikey, it's the career high.
Yes. I mean, look, Camaron had his moments. He made contact, but in my opinion, there's no way that Camaron won this fight. I
No.
don't think so. And the body shots, like I said, sure, there were some body shots there that landed, but there was no other way for Shakur to fight this guy other than get on the ropes and use his defense. I mean, Camaron throws uh, like 1,000 punches per fight, so I I I don't. Again, the judges scorecard, that's one thing we can have an issue with that. But ultimately, did the right guy win? I say, yeah, man. I think Shakur definitely hands down won this fight.
You know
yeah,
what, Ed? I would have loved for Shakur, instead of focusing for the ribs or focusing for the liver shot, go for the arms. You know what I mean? We know that this guy has weak wrists, has a weak pillow hands. Go for the arms. He should have just been going for the arms instead of trying to get that headshot. This guy was moving too much. You know what I mean? I think he could have hurt him if he would have gone for the arms like Canelo does against Smith. You know what I mean? Like he did against Smith. I just think that their game plan sucked, man. That's the bottom line. I know everybody loves Panda, but you know what? Panda screwed this one up for Camaron. I think Camaron would have it would have been a different fight if he just would have concentrated on the arms and shoulders, because of the volume of punches that he throws, he would have hurt him. And then once you hurt the arms, I mean, this guy can't fight anymore. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
it is what it is. He lost.
What let me throw this in there. Jamish Juana says Pitbull will destroy Stevenson. With Pitbull, and we'll get to the news on Pitbull when we start breaking down these fights. But let me say this: Camaron. I don't know if that would work, David, because I'm not so sure how hard Camaron really hits. His stoppages and his knockouts are accumulation of punches. See, Canelo, he's got that one hitter quitter, right? When he if he really winds up, he's got that. Camaron just throws a gang of punches. I don't know how. I don't want to say he's pillow fisted, but his knockouts are not. He caught him with one good shot and the guy goes down. It's an accumulation of punches. That's it. Tired him out. He landed 5, 6, 7, 8 shots and down goes the weasel. But I don't know if he's got that power to start destroying guys' shoulders and arms and forearms. I don't know because he doesn't really wind up on his punches like that. He just throws un chingo de punches. So maybe it would have worked. Well, we'll never know now. I don't need to see a rematch. Mikey, do you need to see a rematch on this one?
Nah, nah. I'm over this. Let's bring on what's the kid's name? Kid Austin, or what's the kid that Robert Garcia has? He has a
Murataya,
135 pound
Murataya, Murataya.
Murataya. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see if Murataya could crack the code. Got a good team behind him. And he's big. He's strong. He has power. Or Kid Austin, he got a phenomenal knockout last week or 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I want to see that.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't see it, guys. I don't see it. I don't see Murataya. I don't see Kid Austin. I don't see anybody touching him or knocking him out. Touching him, yes, but knocking him out. This kid is he's good, man.
He
He's good.
is. He is.
He is
I know a
one
lot of
of
people
those
don't like
one of
Shakur
those home
Stevenson,
runs.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't like
he's
him.
he's
I
he's
personally
good.
don't like him. Can't stand him. He has a big mouth. But you know what? I couldn't stand Floyd Mayweather, and I saw all of his fights. I paid to see him lose. Maybe we're seeing part two. We'll pay to see him lose.
Probably. Okay, before we get to somebody we really love, like Edgar Berlanga, let me ask you, David, what is next for Camarón Zapata? Where should he go? He's the guy that lost. Where should he go?
You know what? Let's put him with Murataya. Let's put him with Murataya. Put him with Murataya or put him with Kid Austin. Put him with Kid Austin. Put him with Murataya. He's not going to be a champion at 135. As long as these guys are there, he's not going to be a champion. But he's going to give us good fights. He's
Mm.
gonna, dude. I am a huge Camarón fan, but dude, I saw it, and I saw it with Farmer too. But you know what? I
Yeah.
gave him the benefit of the doubt, but he lost the first one to Farmer. You know what I mean? He was knocked down and he lost it, but I gave him the benefit because being a Mexicano. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm Mexicano. I'm proud of it, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But now with Shakur, dude, it's a different level now. It's a different level with Shakur, and yeah, I think Kid Austin or Murataya.
Okay, okay. Hey, Puerto Rican rum. Andy Cruz. I like that Cubano, man. That
He can
Yeah,
Cubano.
Andy
I,
be
Cruz is
I,
there
able.
too.
I
He
like
might
Yeah,
Andy
be
and
able.
Cruz,
Hugh
man.
I
Yeah,
forgot. He might
I,
be able. I
I
forgot.
like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like Andy
and
Cruz,
Keyshawn.
man. I'm a
There's
fan of his.
Keyshawn's there, right?
yeah.
Keyshawn's there too.
He
Keyshawn.
he's there too. Mikey, Zapata,
Oh,
where
it's
does he go from here?
140. Keyshawn's at 140 now.
Oh, that's
Keyshawn.
right.
Oh yeah, yeah, he moved up. He
Yeah,
moved up. My bad.
Tito Mercado's going to take care of him.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mikey,
that's true.
Zapata, where does he go from here after this loss?
You got to match him up right. You got to match him up right. I want to see him versus a Mexican fighter, maybe Pitbull Cruz. Put him with Pitbull Cruz and have a slugfest. That's a
Yeah.
good fight right there. Yeah.
Okay,
So I should.
I must say this about Zapata before we move on. That's it. Like, if people were putting stock on Zapata that he's gonna be the next big thing,
Yeah.
it's done. It's over. However, fights, exciting fights, he's there. So if he fights, I'm watching. I don't think he'll ever be great. I don't ever think he'll be take over 135. If he ever decides to move to 140 for whatever reason, I don't think he can be the guy in either weight class. As far as entertaining fights, absolutely. The guy goes in there and throws a gang of punches. But gentlemen, let's move on to the main event. Edgar Berlanga was stopped. He slaps his gloves. His wife has come out and said that Shiraz was cheating due to the gloves, the hand wraps, and she's throwing those accusations out there. I'll start with you on this one, Mikey. It went, I believe, 5 rounds before it was stopped. Shiraz, he's big for 168. It's amazing that he was making 160. But what did you make of this fight, Mikey, for the Boricua man, for Edgar Berlanga going out like that?
First of all, Edgar Berlanga was too busy fighting De La Hoya, kicking
Yes.
it with Fat Joe and Remy Martin. Like, are you a boxer? Or are you a rapper? Or you're promoting? You're fighting De La Hoya. De La Hoya got in his head. That's one of the one part of why he lost. He wasn't focused. He was at home. The curse of being home. We talked about it all the time. We talk about it all the time. Jaime Munguia in Tijuana. Once again, New York. He wasn't focused. Uh, what else? Man, Shiraz, he's moved up. Great win for him, but he's not ready yet. He beat Edgar Berlanga. He didn't beat top of the top fighters at 68. All right, but good win. Uh, it was a good fight until Shiraz was pushing Berlanga, getting him off, creating space and throwing combinations, and Berlanga was fighting good, dude. It was a good fight. Then he got caught with that check hook, and that's all she wrote. And Edgar Berlanga, you notice that every time he gets hurt, he gets up fast. You don't do that. You got to take your time, breathe. Watch Marquez, watch Trinidad. When they get up, they breathe, and then they get up. You get composed. This guy just slaps his gloves and gets back up. He was still drunk, and then he couldn't recover. When the round ended, he came back, and then he got hurt again, and he got hurt again. He gets up too fast. He got caught, and great win for Shiraz. Did he cheat? I don't know. Don't they check? Don't the commission checks?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Turkey Al-Sheikh's got long money. He could get the Pope hit if he wants to. He's got long money. They got billions. billions. They were talking about he's the head of the sports commission in Saudi Arabia. It's not his money. He's the face of it. And they I think they had like 80 billion or 800. I forgot the number, but billions to spend. He's got long money, man. He's got long money. So anything could happen.
Yeah, yeah. As somebody who has that type of money, you could do anything, Holmes. Uh,
Right?
David, Berlanga's wife coming out saying that Shiraz cheated after the stoppage. Man, what's your thoughts on the whole fight?
You know what? What a perfect wife, huh? What a perfect. Where is she? Where is she? You know what I mean? What a perfect wife. Of course, she's gonna say that. You know what I mean? I mean, that's her golden goose. You know what? I hope that what happened to Prince Hamed. Remember when he lost against Barrera? We didn't have to see him anymore. That was the end of it. I hope this is the end of Edward Belanga. No, no, I have nothing against him personally, but he has a big mouth, and you know what? He's been given a lot of opportunities, and dude, he's not going to be a champion. You know what I mean? And dude, he's bad for boxing. I hope he retires after this. I really do. And I have a feeling. I just hope that he doesn't become a macho Camacho. You know what I mean? When all of a sudden he loses everything. Yes, Berlanga versus Jake Paul, that would be good. He can make a lot of money. That is great, JC. I forgot about that. But it looks like Paul now is looking at Anthony Joshua, looking at fighting him. But if he doesn't, dude, Berlanga would be the perfect match for Jake.
Jake Paul.
I hope Jake Paul. I hope this is the end. Like with Prince Ahmed after he lost to Marcos Barrera. I hope this is the end of Berlanga. I don't want to see him in the ring again.
Mikey, is this the end of Berlanga? Do you still want to see him fight?
I mean,
Yeah,
I see it a little different. Dave's a little more what is it? More old school,
Cutthroat.
more conservative. He's more conservative. I'm a little bit more liberal when it comes to boxing. I like when they talk trash and freaking. He's a dumbass, but he
he
does
is.
bring attention to boxing, and he's been hurt. He lost to Canelo. He did a parade. He's probably gonna have another parade after this fight pretty soon. So I like him. He's a dumbass, but I like the villain. He's Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans do that. Not New Yorkers. I'm sorry. Puerto Ricans, nah, but Puerto Ricans do talk shit except for Cotto. Uh, I don't know, but I like him. Put him versus Jake Paul. Put him versus Caleb Plant
You know
or
what?
or,
Right
or
now, Puerto
Munguia.
Rican Rum just said something, Mikey. And you know what? He changed my mind against Mungia.
Yeah,
Against
they
Mo?
both
Yeah,
got knocked
yeah,
out.
Against
Yeah.
yeah.
Mungia. You know what? You changed my mind, Puerto Rican Rum. I like that. Against Mungia. That'd be a good
Oh
fight.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Look,
Two cheaters.
I yeah, yeah. Look, yeah. Gabriel Rosado wanted that fight, and it never happened for him. Look, I don't think Berlanga's done. I think there's still money to be made out there with him. Him versus Caleb Plant, him versus anybody at 168 outside of Canelo and outside of Shiraz. But if you put Berlanga in there with Diego Pacheco or Christian and Billy or Caleb Plant, they have some beef right there. Yes, of course, you don't want to do pay per view with any of that stuff. But you put that sucker in a co-main event or something. I'm in. I'm in. I want to see Berlango fight. I think he's exciting to watch. I don't. I get what you're saying, Mikey. Like the dude, he talks a lot of smack. I like watching Berlango fight. I am entertained when he fights. He's not a great boxer. Okay, he's not a great boxer, but he fights though. He fights and he gets back up. He gets
Yeah.
back up and goes and fights. So I give him that respect. Now the whole thing about him losing and dog, look, I mean I'm not gonna tell anybody what to do in their home or whatever, but man, when you got your lady speaking for you, like that's just not a good look, homie. Like tame your woman down. You like, come on, it's the fight game. Tame your woman down. Now she's throwing accusations out there that my man lost because that dude cheated. Like that's not a good look. But outside of that, Berlanga against all the other guys at 168. Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. I like I like watching him fight, and he hypes it up and he sells the fight good. So I like it, David.
Hey Ed, who do you think? Who do you think? Which big promotional company do you believe is going to pick him up? You think? I don't see Matt. You know what? Matchroom might. I definitely don't see Golden Boy picking him up or Top Rank. Who do you see? Who do you see picking him up?
Yeah, and for those who don't know, he is a free agent. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a perfect storm. I don't see David. I don't see anybody picking him up long term. I see people picking him up for one fight. Okay, I'm getting you this contract to fight my fighter, right? And you, since you're the outsider, you're going to be treated like the B side. This is our thing. You're going to come in because if not, then Berlanco really has no fights. He's a free agent. I don't know how much he really sells, he himself, but I see promoters dealing with him not in long terms, not like, hey, we're going to sign a 3 year, I'm sorry, a 3 fight contract or anything of that sort, but to fight one fight and then we'll see what happens.
what about Jake Paul picking him up? Jake Paul Promotions.
MVP.
Yeah, with MVP, yeah, yeah,
I mean, he's
probably.
a clown.
I
He's a clown. They need clowns, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that Joe
Berlanga
the
versus
Chris.
Chris Eubank. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Hey, so real quick before we move on, Shiraz. I mean, the Turk is already talking about next year. Shiraz should fight Canelo because off of this victory. Look, Shiraz cannot just sit on his hands and say, "I'm going to wait to 2026 to fight Canelo." We need to see Shiraz fight some more. David, what's your thoughts on Shiraz?
Dude, it might just be a one hit wonder, man. You know what I mean? I do like him a lot better with Andy Lee. I mean, we saw the difference. I like Ricky Funes, great guy, but guys, we saw the difference. He might be, I mean, he hasn't proved himself at 168. I'd like to see him fight Pacheco next.
Yes,
I'd like
exactly.
to see him fight Mabili next. I mean, let's put him in before he goes against Canelo. And I think that they will put him in with somebody like Pacheco, McBilly. And there's another guy, I don't know if he's Puerto Rican or he's Cuban, that everybody's talking about that is supposed to be very good at 168. I don't have his name. Maybe somebody can help us with the name, but his name is coming up a lot. It's a Hispanic name. I don't know if he's
Let
Hondureño or what he is. Do you guys know
let
who I'm
Les,
talking about?
Lester Martinez.
That's him. Is he that
Oh,
good?
that's the Dominic,
Le-
the Guatemalan Lesnar. He's fighting
he's
in
from
Billy.
Guatemala.
He's fighting in Billy.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, that's a banger. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
gonna be a banger.
Lester Martinez, who's got a little ponytail on the back. Shout outs
Yeah,
to Pastor Zamora from Apple Valley. That's his guy because Pastor Zamora, he's from
Guate,
Guatemala.
puro
So
Guate,
that,
Guate.
yeah,
Oh,
so that
really?
so th-
Okay.
yeah, so that's
Yeah,
his guy
he trains
right there. Yeah,
he spars supposedly with Crawford. He's part of the Crawford camp. He's
Really?
not bad. Yeah, he's a
Yeah, it's
banger.
right here. His name's coming up a lot.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He looks okay. He looks okay. All right, gentlemen, let's
yeah.
let's get to we got so many fights tomorrow. We'll start across the pond just because it's worth talking about. We got heavyweight showdown, the rematch with Daniel Dubois against Alexander Usyk. The whole controversy with the first fight was that people thought that Daniel Dubois actually scored a knockout because Usyk didn't get back up. It was right on the belt. Some people say it was a low blow. Some people say it wasn't. And people say like he didn't get back up. It was a knockout. I'm like, I think he would have got back up if it was ruled a knockdown. But they get the rematch tomorrow during the day. Mikey, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts on this rematch?
Man, I still got the old man. Usyk is what, 38 years old, something like that. He's 38. But I went against Usyk a couple of times and I lost. So like, nah, I'm not gonna do come to. Yeah, yeah. I got Usyk using the jab. That's the boss kryptonite. The jab, and you know how he does it with the magic wand, and he goes in circles and he throws the jab and gets you drunk, gets you dizzy. Yeah, the fight is a dangerous fight. It's like a bomb squad trying to deactivate a bomb within the first 6 rounds. If the Dubois doesn't knock him out, then I got Usyk probably even stopping him. No, stopping him. I don't think it's gonna go 12. But Dubois dangerous 1 through 6. He could knock out Usyk, hurt him real bad. Usyk, yeah, he got hit. It was in the belt line. Like I said before, Better be it hurt him to the body, and he's been hurt to the body, and he knocked him out in the amateurs. Yeah, it's the amateurs, but I'm just bringing that up. And the one needs to go to the body, but it's not that easy to go to the body. Then you expose yourself, so he has to feint and have a game plan. Go to the body, go up, fake to the body, go down. Like it's not easy, but he has to hurt him to the body. And I'm talking about Dubois to Usyk. So yeah, it's a dangerous fight for Usyk, the old man, but I still got Usyk, man. Usyk by stoppage. I love the
Okay,
ball.
okay, okay. Puerto Rican rum, real quick. That guy right there,
That's so.
Oleni Iglesias, that dude is bad. But I think he only got like 8 fights or something like that. I saw him fight not too long ago, and that he looks like a straight killer, man. David, this heavyweight showdown. I mean, I think it's only a rematch simply because of the controversy. Because Usyk did stop him. But what's your thoughts on this rematch?
He lost, and we talked about it. You know what? That wasn't a low blow. Let's go back. You know what? That wasn't a low blow. This guy should be a champion. You know what I mean? He should have had all the belts. But you know what? He gets a chance to play it back. He gets a chance to play it back, and it's not the same Dubois that fought him 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's not the same Dubois. And you know what? I see it 50-50. I see it 50-50, but I'm going to go with Mikey on this one just because, like we say in Spanish, you know what? The guy, the experience that he has. You know what I mean?
Conmigo.
The experience, el colmillo, that's the word. El colmillo. That's the only reason why. But you know what? Dubois is a different fighter, a better fighter today. And there's no doubt in my mind. I saw that over and over again. That was not a low blow. And you know what? He couldn't get up. Remember, he could not get up. He finally got up, and yes, he did knock him out. But you know what? He's a different fighter. So I got a 50-50. I have a 50-50. I can't call it, but I agree with Mikey. Colmillo, number one. Number two, if it goes past the sixth round, then I got Usyk. But Usyk, I mean, but I don't have him with a stoppage. I have him with unanimous decision. But I don't see it though because he's a different fighter. He's a better fighter than today than he was 2 years ago.
I look. I would definitely say that. I think Daniel Dubois has proven himself to get a rematch. The only reason why I say that is because who the heck else is there in heavyweight for Usyk to fight? You know, if there was a couple of other more guys out there, I'd be like, nah, why are we having this rematch for? Go
He
fight
could
some of
fight
these other guys.
Torres. He could fight Torres.
He could fight. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, he could go fight him. But I'm like, you know what? That's fine. That's good. Go ahead, have this. But I will say this: I'm with you, David. I don't think Usyk has gotten better. Right? He kind of reached his peak, and I don't think he got better. Daniel Dubois, on the other hand, I think he has actually grown and gotten better. So that's why I think this is going to be an interesting fight, man. So I'm really excited to see it. I'm still going to go with Usyk. Let's not forget, Usyk is almost 40. He's what, 38 years old. Daniel Dubois is just now entering his man prime. I think
He
he's 28 years old, and he's gotten better. So I'm interested in this one, man. I'm still going to go with Usyk. I still think he's got the skills, but yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a different one, man. Um, Also tomorrow, man, you know this PBC fight card. I'll tell you, look, you got Gary Russell Jr. fighting on there. You got Brandon Figueroa fighting on there. So we'll see what's up with that. All right, let's get to Pitbull Cruz. Okay, so he was supposed to be in the rematch against Angel Fierro, which a lot of people said that Angel actually won that fight. It was out there today. From what I understand, the rumors were that he was not going to be able to make the weight. So they went ahead and they got this other guy, Salcido. He was originally in the undercard already in the prelims fights, and they just moved him up to fight Pitbull Cruz last minute. Um, Mikey, I'll go with you. What's your thoughts on this fight for both guys, man? I mean, Pitbull Cruz thought he was going to be in there again. You know, he trained for a certain fight, and now he's going to get somebody completely different. Now, this guy, Salcido, this is his Rocky moment, you know. So,
Mhm.
what's your thoughts on this one, Mikey?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of highlights of Salcido. He fought Chris Colbert. He beat Colbert, and he lost to someone else. I have it. My computer's off. The battery went dead.
He lost
I saw
against
his
Andy
highlight.
Cruz. He lost against Andy Cruz and Jose Nunez.
Okay,
Okay.
and he beat Colbert. Colbert
Yeah.
got knocked out by Rayo, but Colbert wasn't that bad, right? But yeah, I think he's trained because I've seen some fights. He's trained by David Benavidez Senior or whatever, Jose Benavidez Senior.
Oh, is he?
I seen some fights and he was in this corner, so I don't know if he's training them or he's not training them. But yeah, he's mixed with the Benavidez. He's Mexican, typical Mexican, big head. He's a little wide, goes to the body, the typical Mexican style. Uh, it's nothing but heart comes forward. He's not a boxer. He's not a counter puncher, Marquez. No, he just comes forward. Is he tailor? He's probably tailor made for Pitbull Cruz. That's what Pitbull Cruz wants. He doesn't want you to box him like Ryo did. He wants you to move. He wants you to come forward and bang with him. And Pitbull Cruz got angles. He's got looping shots. So I think Pitbull Cruz is he's tailor made for Pitbull Cruz, but it's a Mexican, big head Mexican. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Puerto Rican rum. Yes, the Gary Russell Jr. Not the brother Antoine Russell who's fighting, but the old school Gary Russell Jr. He is fighting. It looks like he's gonna be one of the first fights in the prelims. Not in the undercard, the prelims before the pay-per-view. So he'll be in a 10 rounder. David, what's your thoughts on Pitbull Cruz and his new opponent, Salcido?
You know what? Salcido's good. He's good. He went 10 rounds with Andy Cruz. He went 10
Mm.
rounds with him. He lost unanimous decision with Correa. You know what? That's a kid, man. He is very good, but he just for whatever reason the judges have been against him. He beat him. He has some pretty good wins. The thing that I have a problem with is he trained for an 8 round fight. This is going to be a 12 round fight. The fight that he was going to fight prior to going up overnight, literally overnight, it was an 8 rounder. This is a 12 rounder. I'm with Mikey. I think he's going to do a pretty good job, but I think Pitbull is going to knock him out. But I think he's going to do a pretty good job the first 6, 7 rounds, but he's going to catch him late. He's not going to
Yeah,
be, he didn't train for 12 rounds.
yeah, man. There's this Rocky moment, and when I say that, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to win. Rocky Balboa did not beat Apollo Cruz. He just went in there and gave Apollo all he can handle. So if Sancido can go in there and give Pitbull a run for his money, like Fierro did, right? Now everybody's gonna be looking at like, hey, who's this dude, man? But I'm with you, David. If he's training for an 8 round fight, and the day before the fight, they say, "Hey, you're actually gonna fight 12 rounds." Ah, man, and Pitbull had already been training for a 12 round fight, and he was looking for the war. Look, I'm expecting a good one. Salcido, I'm sure he recognizes like, hey, man, this is a moment, this is a blessing. I gotta go after it. I gotta go get it. I haven't seen much about Salcido, but I'm sure he's gonna be going after it. You guys are both of you guys saying it's a knockout?
I think it's
I'm
going
gonna
to be a
call it.
knockout. I'm going to call
I'll
it too.
call it.
I'm with Mikey. Late, late,
Wow.
late,
What?
late rounds knockout. Oh yeah. I mean, this kid, like
Okay.
like Anthony Bravo, I agree. He's gonna run out of gas. He trained for 8 rounds, and it's gonna go
Okay.
12 rounds.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go Pitbull, but I'm gonna say it goes the distance, man. I'm gonna say it goes the distance. I got faith in you, Salcido. Come on, man. These two guys over here, they got no faith in you, Holmes. So when you become champion of the world, don't forget about your vato over here, Holmes. All right. So let's do it. Hey, gentlemen, it is the rematch. I want to talk to Mikey on this one, man. You got Sebastian Fundora against
Oh
Tim
yeah.
Tszyu. Yes. Okay. All right. Look, I've been wanting this rematch for a long time, man. People have been saying that Tim Tszyu is done because he lost to Fundora and then he took a whooping by Ma, Ma,
Bakram.
ba,
Bakram. Bakram.
Bakram Matazaliov, was something like that, man. One of my
Yeah.
East Side brothers. All right. And then he comes back and he looks good. And I'm telling people he's not done.
But
He's
again,
not
Versus Joey
done.
Spencer.
Joey
I think I could look
Spencer.
good.
That's
I
a
could look
comeback
good versus
fight.
Joey Spencer.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
that. Oh no. Come on. Hey, look. You need a comeback fight. He had a comeback fight.
He did.
I'm telling every look, hey, I'm telling everybody right now, and Mikey, I'm telling you especially because you like Fundora.
Okay.
Your boy,
Yeah.
your boy better. Somebody better take him some pajamas. He's going night night, Mikey. He's going
Wow.
night night,
Oh,
nighty
Joey,
night, man, nighty night. Tim Zoo is gonna put this dude to sleep. Nothing against Fundora, nothing against Fundora, but somebody make sure you bring a nice little pillow, bring him his pajamas, a little pacifier, because it's nighty night time, Mikey, for your Towering Inferno Sebastian Fundora, man. All right, let's go with David, then we'll go with Mikey.
no,
David,
no,
what's
no.
your test?
Let's go with Mikey first, man, because I know I'm gonna agree with Mikey if you don't mind.
All right, let,
Uh,
let's let's go for it,
Yeah.
Mikey. Give it to me, man.
I mean, all right. Tim Tszyu, he's blaming it on the cut that he lost, and he was winning the fight after the cut. Everything went downhill. His trainer, his corner, should have stopped it, and they would have gone to the scorecard, so he would have won the fight. That's a big mistake. And after that, you go fight with Bakram and get knocked out, get destroyed. I'd rather get knocked out like Fundora than to get a beatdown and a knockout. What Tim Tszyu faced versus Bakram. So that's another mistake by his corner. Um, he trains in Australia. What kind of sparring do you get in Australia? You need to be in Las Vegas or in California to get that work. So yeah, he looked good versus Joey Spencer, but Joey Spencer, come on, man, he quit. Joey Spencer's no, you can't compare. This guy's 6'6". He's got all the advantages except for the power. Yeah, Tim Tszyu has power, but he's been knocked out. Uh, he still had that PTSD because of the blood gushing. When he was fighting Joey Spencer, he kept checking his blood. Even with Bakram, he kept checking his forehead. His corner's not that bright. Uh, he's fighting a guy that already beat him mentally. I think, and the last fight, Pandora fight versus who'd he fight? Booker. His jab looked beautiful. He was working off that jab, fighting the distance. He's 6'6". I think he has 10 inches, 10 inches longer arms than Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu's 5'8". So I think if he works off that jab and then as soon as he touches with the jab, boom, the right hand keeps that distance, he's gonna rock him to sleep. He's gonna rock him to sleep. So I got Fundora, man, and we've been talking about this since we heard that the rumor was coming. Remember, Ed? And
Yeah.
tomorrow you're gonna thank me, like, hey, Mikey TV, I apologize, man. You were right once again. You know what I'm saying? I got
Hey,
Pandora.
if it happens, I got no problem coming on here and saying I was wrong. But your boy's going to sleep. Oh, he's
All right.
going night night, man. He's going night night. I don't know if he's in a dream or if he's have a nightmare. But either way, that boy is going to sleep. It's a long way down, and he's
Okay.
going down like a timber tree. I'm telling you, David, talk to us.
I like Tim Tszyu. I like him, but you know what? The beating that he got from Bakram, dude, that's not normal, man. The beating that he got, and I like the way he looked against Joey Spence, but Joey Spence is no comparison. You know what? I want him to win, but you know what? He's not. I got Fundora on this one. You know what? The kid, I don't know if you know, but today he got accepted at Harvard. He got accepted at Harvard. He's not
Oh
only
wow.
good boxer, he doesn't only have the advantage with now he's learning how to fight long at his height, but you know what? He's smart. And you know what?
Mhm.
I got him decision by decision. I got him by decision. I don't see him knocking him out, but I got him by decision, but unanimous decision. I think he's just going to keep him. I mean, how do you fight a guy like that? He can only swing so much, and when he swings, he'll come back with the right. But he's going to just keep him at bay, right, bay, right, bay, right. Now, if he messes up and fights him in the phone booth, then he's in trouble. But if he fights him the way he fought Booker, dude, he knocked him out in the 5th round. So you know what? I want Tim Tszyu. I like the kid, but he took the beating that he took. He should have had at least one more fight before he went against the champion. And he is the
Yep.
champion, but I got Virgil Ortiz beating Fundora. But it's not happening. But I got Fundora on this one.
Hey, hey,
Oh yeah.
hey, to the homie, Pomona Soul Sounds, you're right. Fundora ain't Spencer, because Spencer will put hands on Fundora, man. Look,
Who? Spencer? I didn't see that, man. Come
no,
on.
no,
Tim Tszyu. Look, everybody's going against you, Ed. You're the villain today. Everybody's
That's
saying,
fine.
I got
Hey,
Fedora.
you know what? All you vatos on here, man, you're all gonna eat your words. You're all gonna eat your words, man. I'm telling you guys. Okay,
And I'm okay
okay,
with it. I'm okay because I like Tim.
okay,
Yeah,
I'm okay.
okay, okay. But why? Just because Tim Zoo? Okay, is it just because Tim
that's
Zoo?
right.
It's because Tim Zoo lost to Bakram
That's right.
Batyov. That's why. That's why you guys are saying he's
He
gonna
didn't
lose.
lose,
Bro,
Ed. He got a beating, bro. It
took a
wasn't
beating.
just a loss. He
and
got a
he's
beating.
and he's bounced back since then
Against
Versus
who?
Spencer.
against Joey
But Ed,
Spencer.
Ed,
That's
let me
it, but
tell you
that's
this.
a comeback fight, though. Okay, wait, okay, a bounce back fight. Okay, first of all, look, I'm not overrating Joey Spencer. I'm not gonna overrate Joey Spencer, but to say that he is completely the bottom of the barrel, no, the guys that Joey Spencer beat, those guys are the bottom of the barrel. It's a good
Mhm.
comeback fight for Tim Zoo. Okay, he looked good. He looked great, man. It didn't look like he had the PTSD. What
Ed,
you're talking about with Devin Haney when he was running around the ring trying to stay away from Ramirez, that's not Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo was aggressive and everything. Yes, against Joey Spencer, but and by the way, Tim Zoo was beating Fundora until he got cut open.
See,
exactly. All right.
I'd like to see him fight Madrimov right now, and then fight Fundora. I want to see how he does
Nah,
against a guy
Madrimov was
like
sleep on.
Madrimov. You know, I'd
Madrimov was
like to
sleep
see
on.
him how he fights when he's going to get hit hard. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
he's a great fighter, but he's going right against the champ right now. The champ's hot right now. He's hot.
Go for
The
it,
champ is
Mikey.
hot.
Go for it,
The
Mikey.
champ is hot. The champ beat him already. And Ed, you're right. Uh, 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 Timsu was winning the fight until the cut, and that's when he started taking gambles, trying to go for the knockout, and that's when he lost the fight. And you don't do that. He's got to be strategic, work the body, and box. But no, he was trying to go for the home run, and that's when he lost. When he was winning the first in the beginning, that's why he lost the fight versus Fundora. Do not go for the knockout. And if you go for the knockout, what if Pandora hits him and he's hurt because of Bakram? And second of all, Joey Spencer's like what, 5'8"? This guy's 6'6", so he didn't get ready. Spencer didn't get him in no way ready to fight Bakram. I mean, to fight Pandora. You know what I mean? So, like how I see versus Canelo versus Shiraz. If Canelo fights Shiraz, Shiraz is perfect to get him ready for Benavides. Two big dudes. You know what I mean? I see it like that. That's why you got to be strategic inside the ring and outside the ring. And this corner, I don't have the confidence in this corner. Why didn't you get a guy like Spencer? No, you should have got another bum, but that's 6'6". A bum that's 6'6" to get you ready. Why Spencer?
Well, because
You know what I mean?
there's no other guy. Okay, in training camp, they're probably sparring tall dudes, but there's no really other guy that's 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", that's gonna make 154 pounds. I'm sure he's probably sparring other tall dudes, but it was a comeback fight. Look, man, I'm telling you guys, man, Tim Zoo's putting this boy to bed. He's putting him to sleep.
We'll see.
Let's go to. And by the way, I don't have an issue with Fundora. I like Fundora. I just don't think he's as good as people think he is, man. I don't. I think, especially at 154. David, you're saying he's hot at 154.
Who's
He's
that?
not fighting. He's not fighting any of those top dudes, though.
Who's that?
Fundora isn't fighting any of those top dudes at 154.
Not
So I
yet.
mean, okay, not yet, but as soon as he does, man, he's going to sleep, man.
But guys. And
He's going to
and
sleep.
remember, Tim Tszyu, Fundora was a replacement because Tim Tszyu was gonna fight. Who was he gonna fight? Keith Thurman, right? Something like that. The fight
Yeah,
fell off. So now
yeah,
both
yeah,
of them have a
yeah.
clear, a good training camp. So we'll see what happens. This is a great fight. This is a great fight. They both been knocked out. They both been put to sleep. So it's a good fight, man. But I think, like I said, last fight I saw Fundora working off that stick. He's 6'6", but it's a great fight, Ed. You could be right, or me and Ed could be right, and the rest of the Chingones could be right. You know what I mean?
Hey,
But yeah, now it's a full training camp.
Uh,
Fundora was going to fight Sayas. Remember for the, I believe, the
yes,
WBA
right.
belt. He was going to fight
Yeah,
him for that
yeah,
belt. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Hey, Demetrio, there we go. That's right, man. There we go. Tim Zeus. I'm telling you, that's right, Anthony. That's right, Anthony. Bravo. Now we're talking. See, now we're
You
talking,
guys are
man. I'm
changing
telling
it.
you. Yeah,
Uh,
he's going to bed, Holmes. He's going to bed.
Okay.
Gentlemen, let's
I
go
can't
ahead
wait
and
for
let's
that one.
talk about the return of Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao against El Azteca Mario Barrios. It is the main event on the PBC card. This is a really good card. I enjoy it, man. Um, 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao going in there against Barrios. Barrios probably well, yeah, he's the weakest champion at 147. Mikey, what's your thoughts on this fight, man? I mean, Pacquiao is doing it. I talked to a Filipino. Well, let me go ahead and say this first.
Yeah.
I got a Filipino native friend. He's American now. Came over here, served in the army, got his papers. He's an American now, but he keeps up with the Philippines, and he told me that Pacquiao, he was senator, and then he ran for president. He got into a lot of bad uh, blood matches in politics in the Philippines, and that's why he didn't win. So he went back to go run, get his senator job back, and they had pretty much cut him out from being a politician. So that's him telling me this, and he's saying that he has to fight. He can't get into politics anymore. So whether there's truth to that or not, I'm just relaying the information that I got from a Filipino that's from the Philippines who still has his family over there. Where it's like it seems like Pacquiao, he's X'd out of being in politics again. So now he's in boxing. But Mikey, what's your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah. No. It. I mean, anything could happen, but Pacquiao hasn't been in the ring in 4 years. He fought Ugas. They both have a common opponent. I think it's just Ugas, if I'm not mistaken. Barrios beat Ugas. He even dropped him and hurt him. And then Manny looks slow, old versus Ugas. Um, he's 46, like I said, hasn't been fighting in 4 years. Barrios is not the best champion at 147. He had a draw versus Ramos. I think the kid was hot for him, and even you were pumping him up, and now you're like, you know what? I'm starting to like El Azteca. He was fighting long combinations, jab. He looked good, and then versus Ramos, styles make fights. There's always one guy that you can't look good against. Maybe he had an off night. He's having a baby. He was having a baby. He has a new girlfriend, pretty boy's sister. Maybe that took him off his zone. I don't know, but Barrios has been active, of course. He's younger. He's taller. He's got a little pop. I got Barrios, man. I can't. Inactivity. I'm not gonna go just because of the name. He's just fighting to get some money. And yeah, and I got Barrios, man. Just if he fights off the jab and gets throws his combinations and moves, keep him on the outside. If the fight's in the inside, Manny has a chance. He's the last thing that goes is the power, right? I think Manny still has a little pop, even though he's 47. But a 47-year-old could still knock you out. So fighting the outside, use that stick, move, throw your combinations, like the Mario Barrios that we started to like. If he fights like that, easy work. Probably even stop Manny. Yeah.
Okay, all right. David, no more distractions for Manny Pacquiao. It's not like, oh, he's in politics and he's trying to fight. I mean, that was the whole argument before. Now, from what I understand, from what I was told, he's X out of politics. So now it's just him focusing on fighting. But he is 46 years old. What's your thoughts on this fight tomorrow?
there's a reason why he picked Barrios. Out of all of them, Barrios right now is the weakest link. Remember the Alien? He won his championship what at 50 years old, and everybody thought, hey man, there's no way he was going to win, and he won at 50 years old, won a championship. Uh, you know, I agree. I think Shauna Rain said Manny at 50% is still better than a lot of the fighters today. And Pac-Man does live a clean life. He does live a clean life. Uh, Dude, I got it 50-50, man. I got it 50-50. I can't say Barrios is going to win. I can't say Pac-Man. All I could say is he lives a clean life, and I think he'll last the 12 rounds, and the best man is going to win. But I can't predict who's going to win tomorrow night's fight. Who do I want to win? I want Barrios to win. I want Barrios to win. The only reason why, because now I'm reading that Floyd Mayweather's going to be there because he wants to do part two with
Yeah.
Pac-Man. Come on, we need to stop
Yeah.
this. I don't want to see Floyd back in there. I don't want to see Pac-Man fight Floyd. I mean, we're going backwards here. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why I don't want Pac-Man, because you know what? Enough of these little games. Let's Boxing is not a game. Boxing is not a joke. You know what? That's why I want Barrios to win. But I got it 50-50. I can't predict on this one.
Yeah, you know what, David, I stand with you on most of it except for one thing. But I stand on you with it is a 50-50 fight for me. You know, it's not because Barrios or is on Pac-Man's level when Pac-Man was on his prime. Absolutely not. Nowhere near that, right? But we're talking about Manny Pacquiao that didn't even take a tune-up fight. He's been out of the ring for 4+ years. And the last time we saw him, he wasn't really that good. Now, the only thing I will say is that Pac-Man is now just focused. All he has is boxing. He doesn't have any politics. He doesn't have anything else around him. It's just boxing. Does that help him? Yeah, it does. El Azteca, look, he's not that bad. I keep hearing people say things like, oh, man, he went life and death with Ramos. I don't think Mono Ramos is that bad. I don't think he's great. I'm not overselling them like, wow, they're great fighters. But I don't think Mono Ramos is that bad. Um, Azteca Barrios, I think he definitely stands a chance, man. I think the later this fight goes, the deeper waters it goes, I think that favors him. If I were Barrios, I'd probably just try to make Manny work as much as he can, like the first 4 rounds. I mean, at 46 years old, man, once it goes past that seventh round, I don't know if Manny Pacquiao can really keep up. If Barrios starts it starts picking it up, like if come the seventh round on the stereo homes, if I'm Barrios, I'm just saying I'm just trying to get to like that sixth, seventh round. Once we get there, I'm all over him. I'm probably even gonna stop him. So because 46 years old, man, that's you're in there with a young guy, and I just don't think he could keep up with them.
Hey Ed, pull up Gordo Gordito. Makes a lot of sense. Look what he says.
So
Little
Tank
Tank
beat
beat
him.
him, so Little
Yeah,
Pac-Man wins.
at 135. At
No,
135 in the rehydration clause.
Yes,
at
yes.
135.
140. Yeah, it was at
140.
140. It was at
Oh,
140 with
140,
rehydration
140.
clause. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, with rehydration clause. Yeah,
Barrios got
if
good
I,
at 47. He became good at 47. We brought it
yeah,
up, huh?
you,
Ed?
But you
yeah,
know what?
yeah,
Manny looked terrible against that exhibition fight against that Japanese guy. That just
Yeah.
happened a couple of months ago.
yeah,
Well, you
yes,
know what? That's another thing against Manny right there. I forgot. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right, Gordo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so if I have to pick one, I'm gonna go with Barrios. I think
me too.
Barrios he probably even stops him, man, or maybe the corner just stops it and just says like, you know what, nah, man, we're not just gonna have a guy just getting beat up at an older
I
age.
hope so, Ed. Enough is enough. I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love Manny. He's one of my favorite fighters ever. But you know what? Enough is enough.
Mikey, would you want to see a rematch between Mayweather and Pacquiao?
On an exhibition, yeah, or on an undercard of like something like undercard of a big fight. Why not? Yeah, but not as a pay per view fight. It's a it's the main card, and nah, I'm not playing. But if it's in an undercard, why not? Two old farts. I wouldn't mind seeing legends fight, but undercards, not no the pay per view head headline.
Yeah, that David, that's where I kind of disagree. You know what? I'm with Mikey. The way he explained it, it doesn't need to be this big major blockbuster fight or anything. But if they go ahead and they sell it right, and we all know what it is, it's two retired guys, that were the best at once upon a time, and they're gonna fight now. I'm with it, man. If they put, you know what, they could make it a pay per view if they put a great undercard under it. But outside of that, no.
And you know Floyd Mayweather's ego is not going to be he's going to be the main card. I mean, his ego, his millions, are not going to allow him to be on the undercard of a fight. You know what I mean? So it would be a pay-per-view card, and with a good undercard, why not? If it's a good undercard, but it will be a pay-per-view card.
Yes, yes, yes. And they could make it a pay-per-view with them in the main event if they stack the undercard, just the way this PBC undercard is stacked. So I'm yeah, yeah, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. All right, okay, so just to make it clear, Mikey, who you picking on this fight?
I got Barrios. Father Time's undefeated, man. I got Barrios.
Okay, David?
Barrios.
Yeah, I got Barrios as well. So do I. So do I. Barrios retires after this. Oh gosh, man. I mean, Keith Thurman somewhat retired after the Manny Pacquiao payday, but I don't think this fight's bringing in as much money as the Keith Thurman Pacquiao fight. All right, gentlemen. We have a DAZN fight. Mayweather just opened a gym in Upland. Really? Huh. Wow. Okay. Gentlemen, we do have a DAZN fight card tomorrow in Frisco, Texas. And in that undercard, in the co-main event, we got Diego Pacheco versus McCumbee. Now, McCumbee kind of made his bones a little bit when he fought Caleb Plant. I thought he looked pretty good, Trevor McCumbee. I thought he looked pretty good. Caleb Plant beat him. I like this fight, man. I think this is a pretty good fight for Diego Pacheco. David, what's your thoughts on this co-main event here?
I got Diego Pacheco. I got Diego Pacheco. But you know what, Diego Pacheco, as he's becoming more of a star, the people that he's fighting are really challenging him. The past two fights, he didn't look that great. Remember, we were seeing knockouts, we were seeing great, and you know what? This is going to be a good fight. I think he's going to be challenged. It's not going to be an easy fight, but I got Diego Pacheco on this one.
Now, I don't know Trevor McCumbie's his resume. I'm sure it's not good, but his one and only loss is against Caleb Plant. Mikey, what's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, no, it's yeah. One thing that McCumbee has is that power. Robert Garcia used to train him a long time ago, and then we've seen him hurt Caleb Plant, but Caleb Plant doesn't have the best chin. Uh, let's see when he lands on Diego Pacheco, because Diego Pacheco does get hit, not a lot, but he does get hit. Let's see how he reacts. But if nothing happens, yeah, Diego Pacheco is going to chop him down. But the only thing is, like, how is Diego Pacheco going to fight him, from the outside or from the inside? Because Caleb Plant has success on the inside when he was backing McCumbee back and taking him to the ropes, and it's like McCumbee couldn't figure. He doesn't know how to fight when you have your when you're toe to toe in the pocket. So uh, is Diego Pacheco going to fight like that? Is he going to take him? Because we saw the blueprint how to beat him. I don't know a lot of McCumbee, how to really beat him. I don't know the ins and outs left, but Pacheco's tall. He's long. No diddy. He has a jab. He has power. He could fight him from the outside also, or he could bang with him. Pacheco could bang in the inside too. So I got Pacheco. I just want to see if when he gets hit, if he does hurt him, it's going to be a long night. But Pacheco, I got Pacheco.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's bring in somebody that's actually gonna be there. He's there now, and he's covering the fight. Let's go ahead and bring in from PYP Boxing One, Mr. Mark Salinas.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing?
Damn,
Órale,
Barrios.
no, Mr. Big Shot, Holmes. He's over there covering the fights. He's getting paid to be over there and cover the fights. Órale, man. All right, I'm glad you did your hair to be on this show, carnal. No, Mark, we appreciate your time, carnal. I know you're over there working, covering the fights. First of all, what's the atmosphere like over there?
Well, as you can see, there's already a lot of people out here, man. They've been out here all day. It's kind of died down. It was the same yesterday. A lot more Hispanic people from San Antonio yesterday, but still a lot of people, kind of lingering people today from the way. And man, there's still a lot of kids here playing football at the Star. This is the Cowboys practice field here in Frisco, Texas. It's beautiful out here, man. This is a really well planned city, man. This is a beautiful city. I mean, even the squirrels look bougie out here, man. There's no graffiti, chinga. It looks nice, bro. The Cowboys have a really nice area out here. But man, the atmosphere is great. They're expecting about 12,000 people out here. I learned a lot of new things that I didn't know for this fight. You know, I hear you guys talking about the Pacheco fight already. You know, an interesting thing, McCumbee hired uh, Nonito Donaire and Rachel Donaire. I interviewed them yesterday. They're part of his nutrition team and strength and conditioning team with Rachel Donaire. And I don't know if that makes a big difference, but I do think so. Trevor McCumbie's body looked totally transformed. He looks ripped. I know he's going to have wind. I know he's going to have wind for days. His lungs are going to be good. His conditioning is going to be great just because of the presence of the Donaires. But, but you know, as far as skill and stuff, I guess this what I'm trying to say is Diego Pacheco is going to have a really good measuring stick because this guy is really, really prepared. He's been sparring 100 rounds. I mean, he's really ready. The Donaires have him ready. I learned that. I also, you know, learned that Bam Rodriguez is a very, very serious kid, man, and he doesn't like interviews. Nobody got to interview this kid. Only Ring Magazine got to interview him. He did one interview, and that was it. He is very, very focused. I did get to speak with his brothers. Franco says he's extremely quicker than he's ever seen him. He's been working on his speed because this African is got wind for days, and they're hoping to knock this guy out. They don't want to go late with this guy because this guy has a lot of wind as well, and he's more dangerous as the rounds go by because somehow Pita Garcia also said this African kid always finds a way to win. He's a winner, man, and winners are dangerous. So a couple of things there I did learn. Also, surprisingly, guys, Tito Mercado will be calling the fight. Tito Mercado will be calling the fight on the
Oh,
zone.
Oh,
So Tito Mercado, I learned he's got a sore shoulder, man. He's been working it. It's not too bad, but we expect to see him around October. It's really tough for him to find anybody to fight him. Richard Hitchens does not even mention his name. He is the mandatory on the IBF. He told me he was going to call him the cricket because he just keeps hearing crickets when they call his name around Hitchens. It just gets quiet.
hey,
That's
Mark,
funny.
Mark, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Who's training Makumbi? Who's his
You
trainer?
know, I didn't know. I didn't get to meet the gentleman. I did see him, but I spent so much time with the Donaitis. I didn't get to know, man. I wish I could tell you. I did see, and I don't know if it is him, but I did see an old trainer. Man, he used to be with Corey Spinks, Cunningham. I think Kenny Cunningham or Stephen Cunningham, something like that. Kenneth Cunningham. He used to be with Corey Spinks and a couple of other guys. I think he's training Amo Williams, but no, I'm not sure who McCumbie's with. Also, Amo Williams is here. Remember, he lost to Shiraz. He's got that one loss. Amo Williams is going to be fighting a gentleman named Vasquez, who's had all of his fights in Texas. So you know he's badass, and he's 11-0. He's from Houston. Also, we got another guy on the card. I don't know his first name, but it's Dez. He's another Olympian. He's from India. He's a big rival of Amari Jones. Him and Amari Jones were going back and forth because they did face each other in the Olympics in Tokyo, and he beat him for the bronze. Omari did, but good fights, man. It's a really good card. It's a really good card. Eddie Hearn is in high spirits because they did sell out. 12,000 people will be here.
nice,
Wow.
Mikey.
Yeah,
Mikey.
Mark, real quick. Garcia Pita it was supposed to be is going to be in Bam's corner because Robert had Fierro, right? But Fierro didn't make weight, so he got canceled. So have you seen Robert at is he gonna fly or Pita mention anything? Wasn't
Ye-
Robert gonna be
Yes,
with Fierro?
yes. Yes, we talked to Pita. They're going to be extremely, extremely busy the next few weeks. He did stay with Fierro. He committed to Fierro. He stayed over there, but man, the turn of events, right? What happened today? Now I know he probably wishes he made the decision to be here because this is not an easy one for Bam. I mean this African's tough. But yeah, Pita's going to be with him. I haven't even talked to those guys about any of that news. They just wait in and wait out. I only talked to them last night. In fact, I was talking to Mr. Benavides last night, and I've covered Salido a few times, or is it Salcido or Salido, Omar? Este, and he had no idea last night, and we were talking about his comeback coming up in a few months, and that he was working with him. So I knew that he was ready, but I didn't know that they picked him until I heard you guys earlier.
Hey, Mark, is it true? Somebody posted right now a little while ago that Robert Garcia is now training Omar Salcido. Is that true?
You know what? I don't know, but I could see that happening because he probably does know Salcido very well. If you guys can remember, December 1st, 2023, Omar Salcido beat his fighter Curiel, and he knows him very well. Check out the memory on the big guy, huh? But yeah, I covered that fight, man. That's why I know. But he does know Omar Salcido very well, and it would make sense that he would come in and cover for Benavides. But I'm anxious to talk to Benavides about that tomorrow. We've had several conversations, man. He's a really cool guy, Benavides. He's training a local guy from the Rio Grande Valley named Fabian Diaz, who he tells me is going to be tremendous and probably the next Texas champion. Man, he says this kid is good. He's got speed, he's got power, he's got the IQ. Needs a little work on the discipline, but he's got a champion right there in Fabian Diaz, is what he mentioned to me. That's another thing I learned. I didn't know him in the Rio Grande Valley at all, guys. I'm not pumping his name up.
Mark, Diego Pacheco make weight comfortably?
Yes, guys, everybody made weight comfortably. Everybody was true professionals, man. Pacheco looked fantastic. I did learn something else, guys. I knew I wanted to tell you. Thank you for reminding me. But yes, he looked really, really solid. He looks really strong. But man, I'm telling you, this guy's coming prepared, McCumbee, just because of the Rachel Donaire factor, guys. I don't know if you know how well liked she is and nutritionist. She's with everybody. But Pacheco, guys. Me and David were talking the other day, and I was like, man, I don't like the way Pacheco's moving. You know, he's over there hanging out with Peso. Mike, I know you know him. He's a
Oh
hip hop
yeah,
artist from, you know what, man? He is not
Um,
hanging out with the guy. That's his fucking brother in law, dude.
Peso.
Really?
what?
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's
I
his
didn't know that.
brother in law. Yeah, yeah. You know, he was
Wait,
doing,
the Peso dude is the
yeah.
brother-in-law of Pacheco?
Peso, the rapper, is this guy's brother-in-law. And I was like, man, this guy's moving wrong. He's hanging
Gosh.
around with the wrong crowd. No, hombre, güey, es el pinche con cuño, güey. No mames. That is crazy. They have they got an entertainer and a boxer, but that was some heavy, heavy news. He says he's been to every fight of his, tries to keep low key, but now that him and his wife have a baby, which is Peso's sister, kind of shows himself around the scene. Mike, I know me and you noticed last time he was sitting with him at the fight, and we didn't like it. I know you didn't like it either, but hey, man, it's his brother-in-law. How you gonna tell that dude at 6'4" from South Central LA that you should be moving right? No mames, and it's his fucking brother-in-law. Chingao. But yeah,
So
that was some interesting news, man. That's pretty cool. He didn't make the flight over here because breaking news: Peso is scared of flying. He's not scared of guns, pero vato is scared of flying, güey. No hay pedo con drive-bys y la chingada, pero hey,
my good.
un pinche
Mark,
vuelo, get out of here.
Mark,
Cállate, shut up.
Mark, what do we know about Bam's opponent? I've never heard of the guy. Some people are saying that this gonna be a really tough test for him. What
I've
would
seen
you
him, man. If you remember, he just won a championship from that Japanese cat. I forgot his name, but he had a hell of a performance. He's a knockout artist. The two other fights that he's gone the distance, he was kind of behind, but he found a way to win. I was talking to Pita and I was talking to Franco, his brother Franco, or Joshua, but he goes by Franco. And they were saying this guy's freaking dangerous. They absolutely did. The Rodriguez family is very humble and they're very proud, man. His father and his brother were very angry that Turkey made him commit to the fight down the line. Bam was pissed off that it came out as well. They know that this is a serious fight. They were fucking extremely pissed off that this came out. They were really mad, dude. And and no, they're taking him seriously. He's a dangerous fighter who knows how to find a way to win. That's what Pita said. I don't know what that means. Take it for what you will. But he says when you got a dangerous dude who has wind for days, the guy can go 15, 20 rounds. But when he's just got that knack to find a way to win when shit goes wrong, that's a dangerous guy. And yeah, they were upset that they announced that upcoming fight, and I don't think he wanted to take that fight, guys. I don't think Turkey's making a lot of friends making these boxers commit to future fights,
Okay.
especially
Okay.
Hey,
guys like
hey,
Bam, man. He was really
hey,
upset.
hey, Ed, we got to do this more often. This is so cool, man. I feel
Well,
like
now,
I'm in the NFL right now. Literally, the
yeah.
only thing we got to put up
How
Peluca
about this place,
over
guys? How
our
about
ears.
this place, man?
Hey,
This is a
man,
gorgeous facility. You got the Omni up
beautiful,
here. That's where
beautiful.
yours truly is staying with Fight Hype. If it was me, I'd be staying at Motel 6, pero aquí estoy. Este, and no, you got the Cowboys thing here. Earlier they had the Steelers and Cowboys games of the 70s. Chinga, I was hoping you would call me so you could see it, Cholo. You missed it. But it's a really good atmosphere, man. It's a party
Yeah,
atmosphere.
that's cool, man.
But right now there's a less amount of a lighter shade of brown. But earlier there was a lot of lighter shade of brown guys, and tomorrow it's gonna be a full about 12,000 of lighter shade of brown.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Last question for me. I know fighters like to do this whole thing of like, oh man, we don't want to look past the opponent or whatever it may be. Was there any plans that you were able to get from Pacheco's team of what their goal is at 168 after Trevor McCumbee?
Yes, they're staying at 168, man. They're not as scared to stay and whatever. Look, he feels comfortable there. They feel he's a big enough star to make money. If it happens and he's able to unify there, he can. I was speaking to his really good friend, and you guys will remember. I know, Mike, you'll remember. Remember that vato that was kind of like jumping the New York cat last time? The media
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
Bueno,
Yeah. He
Yes.
was talking
ese
trash,
vato
and
tiene.
Pacheco was right there.
That's Check. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pacheco's friend. They're from South Central. They got a big,
yeah.
really. I don't know what it is about people from South Central, but they're a very tight knit group of people. Se juntan todos, güey. Aquí hay como unos 50 cabrones de South Central. And they don't look nice. They don't look nice. I was talking to him, man, and he says también that yeah, they plan on staying there for the duration until they fight Canelo. They think that they're close to a fight with Canelo, and they want to see him, and they think it's maybe 2 3 fights away on Canelo's side.
Okay. Okay. Anything else, fellas, from Mark?
No, man, you look great, Mark.
Uh,
Thank you very
¿Verdad
much,
que
man.
sí, güey? That fight hype gig me está, no mames, bro. Unfortunately, he hasn't used any of my clips. I've sent him about 14 or 15. I haven't fucking got any of them put up. But listen, that guy is treating me great. I really wish I was doing my own content, but I gave the guy my word. And I'm gonna stick to it because that's what we do here in Texas. We're not those West Coast guys. No, I'm kidding, guys. Pero no, I wish I could put my own stuff out. He's gonna let me put it out, maybe in a week. I haven't gotten, lucky enough for him to put out some of my stuff. Unfortunately, Las Vegas is really taking much of the media. I counted. There's about 3 guys from Fight Hype here with me. Two of the other guys got some stuff posted. Only one video. I haven't gotten any of the 14 that I've sent him. Great shit though, in my opinion. Pero it's fun anyway. He's putting me up in a nice goddamn place. I can't complain. He's already committed to sending me out to Florida. I told David that I'm gonna be in Orlando on August the 23rd, and I'm gonna write it, and maybe he'll put a clip of mine out there, and the name of PYP will get out there, and it'll grow a little bit, man.
Hey, who's the guy from
excellent.
Hype, Fight Hype? Who's he?
Fight Hype is a gentleman named Ben Thompson. He was the original guy who started putting up content for boxing. The FightHype.com is what it's called on YouTube. It's because FightHype.com was actually a web page in the early 2000s. Ben Thompson is a software engineer who started putting up in the infancy of the web. He was one of the first guys to start a boxing channel, FightHype.com, and he's the first one that started loading boxing content. He's a .comer in the early ages. Ben Thompson. He's had several stars. That guy. The guy with the Beatles haircut,
Yeah, yeah.
Sean
Roberto,
Zedel.
Roberto.
Sean
Yeah.
Zedel. He's got a guy, Ron Goodall. He's got Jeff Zimmerman, who's here. He put up a couple. Jeff Zimmerman's a 30-year veteran in the fight game, and he's worked for many places, Ring Magazine, Hockey TV. He's been with a lot of them. Mark Anthony Salinas is here, man. That vato's fucking good, way. But
He's all right. I've met
yeah.
that guy.
Pero,
He's just decent. Let's not
but
exaggerate. He's
but
just
but
a
yeah,
decent guy.
but Ben Thompson doesn't do any interviews much. He doesn't come out on TV. He just has una pinche platoon de vatos that go out there and they're dominantly in New York. But he's got a squad in Vegas. It looks like he wants me to be handling Texas and Florida. So he's pretty much like just sending guys out there, and you send him content, and it's kind of playing the lottery with him. If he puts something up, you're gonna make money. If not, hey, he's putting you in a good damn hotel. You can't complain, man.
Hey, and
Good
does he
for
have
you.
a cameraman with you?
I asked for he asked me if I had a cameraman. I told him I can get one. He told me to bring one. So yeah, we both got a room. Unfortunately, we're together. Pero pues chinga. I played football before, but you sometimes shared rooms.
That's right.
That's all, man.
That's
Hey,
all right.
Mark. Hey,
Good, Holmes.
yeah, man. Good. Happy for you, carnal. And thank you so much for carving up a little bit of time, man, giving us a little bit of
Yeah, I
insight, brother.
appreciate you guys, man. And I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about this place. I really wanted to show it to you, man. And I know you guys do your live, so I was like begging on to David, and then I was calling Cholo, call me. I got some information for you.
No,
Breaking
that's
news:
good, man.
Pesos, the brother-in-law.
Hey, send him this right now. This interview, send it to him. Have him
Yeah,
post
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, man. The
Hey,
guy's got like 2 million followers. That's 2 million subscribers, man. That's chingos, dude.
yeah. There's a lot on Fight Hype for sure, man. Hey, Mark, enjoy yourself out there, brother. Enjoy the fights. Cover them well, carnal. And gracias
Thank
so
you,
much for your
guys.
time.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate this, man. Honestly, highlight of the day today, man. I really appreciate it.
All
Gracias.
Thank
right,
you for your
pues.
time, sir.
Easy, brother.
Sure,
Gracias.
Mark.
Have a good one.
All right.
All right, Mark.
That's Mark Salinas from PYP Boxing. Now he was working for Fight Hype. Now he's getting paid. He's getting put in good rooms to go cover fights. Good gosh, man. You know what? It couldn't happen to a greater guy, man. I've
Exactly.
met I've met the dude in person. We've covered fights. Great guy. Hey guys, we're running up against the clock, but let's go ahead and just cover these last two fights. Does that change anything for you, David? That Trevor McCumbee has the Donaires on his corner?
No, no, not at all.
Okay, so who do you got in the fight?
I
You
got
got Pacheco, but
Pacheco. I got
how?
Pacheco by unanimous decision.
Okay, Mikey.
Yeah, I can't call it. You know what? If freaking what's the thing? Caleb Plant stopped him. What do you think Pacheco could stop him? I'm just gonna go on the limb for that. I'm gonna say Pacheco knockout. Yeah.
Trevor McCumbee looked pretty damn good against Caleb Plant, man. But Caleb Plant, he doesn't have power. Pacheco, I think, is going to go ahead and stop him in the late rounds. I must say, 10th round, he probably stops him. Moving on to the main event on this one, Bam Rodriguez against I forgot his name, Fatu, something like that. I don't know anything about him, but Mikey, does Bam Rodriguez make a statement here? I mean, we heard from Mark.
Yeah.
They're not. They're pretty pissed off, man.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, this one went under the radar, and I was gonna do research and check out the fighter and all, and I didn't. So I can't really call it. I'm just gonna go off what Mark said. We know African fighters. We've seen Suma Nelson. We've seen I Corte, and we've seen them. They have heart. You have to nearly kill them to beat them. So I think it's gonna be a good fight. If they said that he's what was the word that Mark said, that he's willing to risk it all or something. So it's gonna be a good fight. Hopefully Robert makes it to the corner, because he has time to show up, get a flight, and be in Bam's corner, because it's gonna be a hard fight for him. So yeah, I got Bam, but it's gonna be a good fight.
Hey, David. If the Bam Rodriguez team, if they're not in good spirits, like Mark is saying, can that hurt them in this fight?
I think it can. But you know what? They're in good spirits. You know what? Bam
Mm.
Rodriguez, he's special. Every generation we have those special fighters, and he's one of those special fighters. I got him by knockout, fifth through the seventh round. He's a special fighter.
Yeah, I got him by stoppage. I don't know anything about this guy either, but I'm gonna say 7 rounds, man. Bam Rodriguez, his footwork, his ring generalship, his
He's
speed,
he's
everything. And
special.
this guy is a super duper complete
Yeah.
fighter. He is, man. So unless this African dude is something special, I don't see him going past 7 rounds, man. So with that, gentlemen, we'll go ahead and bring it to an end. We went way over an hour. It was just
We
way
did.
too much boxing, way too much boxing to cover, and I felt like we could still go for another hour, man, just talking about this stuff. Hey, reminder: anybody in the Southern California area tomorrow in Azusa, California. It is the 7th annual Paul Banky Box Fam. There's going to be music, food, entertainment, family. It is at Azusa Memorial Park, 320 North Orange Avenue in Azusa. I will be there. It starts at 10. There's no time that it shows on here when it ends. I'll be there with my son, man, checking it out. There's supposed to be a lot of boxing gyms and old school boxers there. Like I said, from what I understand, Little Red Lopez shows up there all the time. So if anybody's in the SoCal area and wants to go check it out, I'll be there, man. David, Mikey, anything else before we wrap it up?
You know what? Just once again, happy 18th anniversary to historian David Martinez. Sabes que you're one of the best, brother. Happy anniversary. God bless you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. That is a gran chingon, el mero mero one, Mr. David Contreras, the boxing scientist, Mikey TV 365. He's wrong this weekend. Pandora's going night night, baby. He's going night
Okay.
night. He's taking a little nap, man. Solo
Let's
Trucker, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Whatever you guys do this weekend, be safe doing this. Come back and do it again. Enjoy the fights. Catch you guys on next round. Pandora's going to sleep.